All right, tribe. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is gonna be growing up hip hop, season 4, episode wherever we are with this. Um, this episode was a lot of filler. It wasn't really a lot. The main thing in this episode I'll get to in a second. Let me get a couple other things. Let me get some preliminaries out the way. So first of all, we see Boogie's in rehab. He's talking about how, he's there and trying to work the program and how he's, starting to miss his friends and stuff. You see him calling a few people and that kind of thing. And throughout the episode, they're mentioning the intervention and the fact that he's in rehab. You see Romeo reach out to him and call him and check in on him and that kind of thing. He said he still has not talked to his father since the intervention and really not checking for him. He really ain't trying to talk to him. Then we see Romeo and Angela talking. It's really nothing there. That's just a scene where she's basically getting him caught up on the conversation she had with Vanessa and how Vanessa's mad at her. Let me go ahead and finish this storyline out because this was just not that serious. So then we see Vanessa talking to Christinia about it again, just rehashing it, telling her side of the story. So then we see JoJo try to bring the two of them together for them to talk about, look, y'all are sisters. Y'all need to just make up. Like, Ange, she's disappointed. She's upset. She wants to do the line. Vanessa, you need to understand that, Ange got to make the best decision for her business right now. But here's the thing. Vanessa was like, okay, well, I'll just do it by myself. And then Angela was like, no, you can't have it both ways, Angela. If you're not in a position right now to do the idea, which first of all, from my understanding, it was Vanessa's idea to begin with. If I remember the conversation, she was like, she's been wanting to do a mommy blog, but really hadn't gotten around to it. And now that both of them are mommies, she thought it'd be cool for y'all to do it together and hopefully do some mommy leisure wear, that kind of thing, athletic leisure wear, that kind of thing. That was my understanding of how that conversation went down. So now that Vanessa's saying, would you be upset if I did it by myself? Now Vanessa is like, no, you can't do it. Angela is all like, no, and getting in her feelings about it. You can't have it both ways. I get that you have this great opportunity with Coogee, and I get the non-compete clause. Like, that all makes sense. But doing the blog, first of all, it's not that serious. It's a blog. It's a blog. And if it does branch out into the athleisure wear or what have you, then again, you can't be a part of that anyway, but you can't expect your sister to put all of what she wants to do on hold because now, you want your cake and eat it too. But I'm done with that. That's where that whole thing ended. Angela does what she always does when the conversation starts going in a way she don't really want to talk about. She leaves. So that's what she did. She left. I'm going to get to the pep thing in a minute. Then we see Master P talking to Romeo, and Master P is talking about his brother. If any of you guys grew up in the 90s, you remember C Murder, Soak the Shocker, when Master P and No Limit Records was really at the height of their success. You remember all these people. Well, C Murder is Master P's brother, who is in jail. I want to say he's in jail for life for murder. Well, he's on a hunger strike for a variety of reasons. And Master P's thing is, me and him are kind of estranged right now because he's sort of listening to people in his head, telling him stuff. He said he'd have made songs about me. I guess he's making songs from jail. But he was like, people are in his head sort of giving him some bad information, but he's still family, and I'm still, family gonna take care of family. I'm gonna put my pride aside, and I'm about to go down here and check on him. Romeo is doing a movie, but he said that, he'll be there after he gets done, when the movie wraps, whatever, he'll come down there. And Master P's thing is, I really don't want him to come to the jail, because I never wanted my children to have to see their family like that. Like, it ain't no secret that C Murder's in jail. He been in jail, like I said, he been in jail for about 20 years now, I feel like. But, his thing is, I worked hard so my kids didn't have to go through those types of things, and I don't want them to have to see his uncle in jail like that. So anyway, and that's how the episode ends. The episode ends with Master P and his family are on a bus actually going to the jail and talking about, the hunger strike and all that good stuff. So they're going to try to convince him to stop the hunger strike and what it is that he exactly wants / needs. All right. Christinia has a job opportunity, so she's going to be moving to Vegas. And that's probably part of the reason why Christinia really ain't even been in all these scenes too tough this season. One, because she ain't really fucking with Brianna. But two, she's working. You know what I mean? She's booked and busy. So she's going to be moving to Vegas. So I don't know if that means she's leaving the show or if they're going to film her in Vegas. Like, I don't know. Also, after their little skirmish at Boogie's intervention, seems as though Brianna went on her Instagram live and was talking shit about Christinia, which of course just made the whole situation worse. And Christinia's like, look, I'm done. I don't have any interest in talking to her. I don't want to be around her. I don't have any interest in trying to work this out. Like, I'm done. All right, now to the main event. The majority of this episode was dealing with Egypt, Pep, and Pep's son, which I was really, okay, again, a baby that grew up. I remember when Pep was pregnant with him. I remember him being around when Pep and Salt did their little reality show back in the day. And I was wondering, where is the son? Like, does he not want to be on the show? Like, they don't, because it wasn't even so much that he wasn't on the show. Like, they didn't even mention him for the last 2 seasons since Pep has really been on here. They haven't really mentioned him. But anyway, so he's coming out. It looks like maybe, I'm not sure if he's joining the show or if he's just coming out for a couple of episodes. Wasn't really clear. But he's coming out to California to spend some time with Pep because it seems like him and her have had a strained relationship from the point of view that when he was born and he was younger, that was sort of at the height of Salt and Pepper's career, so she taught a lot. So she didn't really raise him, or she wasn't really around a lot. But then when she had Egypt, her career had slowed down, and she had a lot more time to spend with Egypt and was a lot more hands-on with Egypt. And so he had sort of felt some kind of way about that, been in his feelings about it. So their relationship has sort of been strained. But he's coming out to spend some time to sort of make an effort so they could kind of spend some time together. And maybe, it doesn't seem like they are mad or anything at each other, because when they saw each other, they gave hugs and smiles and everything was good. But he does truly understand that his mama got a lot of shit with her. I'm going to get to it. So he's showing up. And the day he shows up, Pep got a date. How your son gonna fly across country from New Jersey to California to spend time with you, and his first night in town, you have a date? Now, mind you, it's probably this married / bodyguard that she got blasted on social media about a few weeks back. But still, I don't care who it was. How you not going to cancel the date and reschedule so you can spend some time with your son? Because at some point, I don't know if the date was first or your son was coming to visit first, but I just feel like the priority should be your son, especially since the purpose of him coming out there is for y'all to spend some time together. Like, that whole thing just seemed real effed up. I'm trying to not cuss so much. But he's not surprised by it. He's like, that's my mama. Like, I'm really not shocked that she has a date the night that I get in town. Like, he's not, which is a sad thing that doesn't shock him, or really he don't even seem upset by it. And that's sad. But then Egypt tells him about the boyfriend and how, she's living with the boyfriend now, and the boyfriend got kids and all this other stuff. And he kind of like, I don't know how I feel about this. I need to meet him. I really need to see what's going on. And again, he's like, and Mom don't have a problem with all of this. Of course she doesn't. Like, he's just not shocked that his mother is cool with this whole situation. So we see Romeo and TT. TT goes to hang out at Rome's house. It's like game night with the fellas. She the only female there. She brings the son. His name is Tahar. She brings him with her, so they're all meeting up. He meets Romeo, and they're all talking or whatever. And they're going to have a welcome home party for him, so they invite Romeo and everybody to the party. And Romeo's like, man, I'm going to be in New Orleans. I'm sorry. Romeo and TT are flirting, you know, they doing their little flirt thing. She brings up the Orlando game, and Romeo was like, oh, well, you know, I'll invite you to the next game. You want to come to the next game? That's cool, you know. And, you know, he says in his confessional, look, you know, Ange put me in the friend zone. She told me she ain't really ready for nothing. She just want to be friends, and TT looking good, so it is what it is. Like, I'm going to do what I do. The other thing, too, that he brought up was he's cool with what Angela said, because if he were to go there with Angela, like, he would go there. Like, it's not no playtime. It's not no joke. It's not nothing to just do to pass time. He would be serious about trying to make something work with Angela. And so if she's not ready to do that, or that's not what she wants, he's like, I'm cool with her letting me know that. But in the meantime and in between time, TT, you looking real cute, right? Something else comes up at the dinner while they're talking. Hold on, let me see if I put it in my notes, because I may not have put it in my notes, because this episode just really... No. I feel like something else happened, but we're going to just leave it there. Because right now, nothing else is really coming to me. But they seem to all have a good time. Cool. Then, I think they might have just updated each other on everything that's been going on, you know. All the other storylines. I think that she updated Boogie. That's when she updated Romeo on Boogie going into rehab and the intervention and all that good stuff. Alright. So then we see Egypt and Brianna, and basically Egypt is just inviting Brianna to the party she's having for her brother, because the party's going to be at her apartment, and it's going to be for her brother, whatever. And, you know, of course, Brianna is like, I don't want no drama, you know, and Egypt, always the peacemaker. Well, I think that'd be a great time for you and my mom to just talk and work this out and all of that. And she asked Brianna, you know, why weren't we invited to the intervention? And Brianna was like, first of all, I didn't feel like it would be a good mix with Dame and your mom, since Dame already feeling some kind of way about your mom right now. And two, it wasn't a party. Like, it wasn't like y'all didn't get invited to a party, which is what I said last week. Like, it wasn't that kind of party. Like, you mad because you weren't invited to somebody's intervention. It's not about you. It's about what was in the best interest for Boogie. And in my opinion, there was already too many people there that didn't need to be there. Damn sure didn't need Pep showing up popping bottles, right? Because she don't know how to act. Ooh, Pep, you so petty. Oh, anyway. But Brianna agrees to show up. Now, remember, Christinia's going to be at the party, and Christinia already was like, I don't want to be around Brianna. I don't want to have nothing to do with Brianna. But, so there's that. And then, you know, Brianna got a little situation with Pep and with TT. So, anyway. So we get to the party, and JoJo shows up. Eazy-E's son is there. Come to find out, Eazy-E's son, they call him Lil Easy, or Eric. Him and Brianna got a history together. They used to mess around back in the day. They'd known each other from way, way, way back in the day, and they used to mess around. Interesting. And Brianna seemed like she was trying to rehash the old flame, because she really was like trying to get in his face at the party. Like, once she saw he was there, she wasn't interested in making up with nobody, talking to nobody, or nothing else. But her and Pep do talk, and they sort of hash the whole thing out and hug it out. And then when Egypt was like, well, do you want to talk to TT now? Brianna was like, look, I'm not about to go down the gauntlet of everybody that's mad at me. I'm at a party. I talked to your mama. I cleared it up. I'm cool. Christinia left as soon as she saw, before she came in, she had a shop, a sake with Taryn, and introduced herself and all that, and then she rolled out because she was like, I don't even want to be here when Brianna get here. I'm out. Peace. Vanessa was there. Vanessa, JoJo, like I said, Eric. Angela didn't come. Romeo already said he was going to be in New Orleans. Brianna came. So everybody else was there except for them. And of course, Boogie. He can't come. And so it was a cool party. It seemed like, it was nice and everything. Oh, rewind. Big brother had a conversation with boyfriend and let him know, look, you seem cool and all that, but if you fuck my sister over, it's going to be me and you. I always keep saying his name wrong. I'm sorry, sweetie. I apologize on the front end. But he studies martial arts. So he was like, and Sam was like, oh, so we're going to be, because they went out to the gym to work out. He was like, oh, so I'll be back on the mat. You know, if I mess your sister over, or you going to have me on the mat? He was like, no, we're going to be in the street. Like, we're going to be brawling. I'm going to fuck you up, basically. So he put him on notice. Like, don't mess with me. He was like, don't get her in no trouble, a.k.a. don't get her pregnant. You know. But he was like, so he don't have no, you know, like, he ain't feeling it. But he's like, I'm going to give him a chance. You know, he seemed like a cool dude, but got my third eye on you, bruh. So, here's where the party gets real stupid. So, TC comes out and has a little cake. She's like, you know, welcome to LA. Pep gets mad talking about this is TT's party. This is Egypt's party. Egypt should be the one to give him the cake. And she tries to take the cake from TT and makes a big deal about it and ends up dropping the freaking cake. And it was so stupid. It was so stupid that, even her son was like, okay, why are we arguing over a cake now? Like, why? Why is this an issue? So anyway, that was just so, I was like, Pep, really? Like, you acting younger than everybody in this room right now. You really mad over a cake? Like, Egypt wasn't tripping over the cake. Why are you? And she kept trying to take the cake and was like, Egypt, you give him the cake. No, Egypt, give him the cake. It was so stupid. So stupid. But that was pretty much all that happened. Like I said, it was just a lot of fillers. Next week we're going to probably finish up with what's going on with C Murder and Master P and stuff, because that's where we left off. We left off with them actually getting to the jail. So we'll see what happens from there. But that was pretty much what happened. Y'all let me know how petty y'all think Peppa is or not. Maybe I'm tripping in the comments.